Dude, is she doing mixed martial arts now?
Yes, she says, sign me up, Dana White.
Yeah.
Dude, she's crazy. Grok 2 has memes. Comment yours, Grok 2. No,
I told you she's not done with the meme
She's
thing.
not done.
I told you, she's never going to be done.
Grok
She's being paid by
Tuah.
X to do these. Yeah. Let me close all these things so I don't accidentally get a message and read it in the middle of the recording.
Sick.
And let me open what you had.
What you should do, actually, is tie your hands behind your back. So we'll set up the screen recording so you can see my screen, and then you just don't touch anything or Google
I'm not
anything.
allowed. Yeah, I'm
I
have to unplug my keyboard and mouse. Yeah, it's hard. I'll tell you, it's hard.
It's so
wait,
funny.
did you send me anything?
I haven't sent you anything yet. Oh, no, sorry, I did. I sent you the Google Doc. It's there.
Where?
I sent it to me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just making sure I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy. That's my bad.
I've done it before.
Hey, welcome back to Binge and Cringe. We don't have much time, so this is pure. You've got real juice right now, cringes.
Ooh, rapid fire episode. I'm halfway through my coffee. I took a big shit and I'm ready to go.
Oh well, okay. I am lacking in shit. So the first thing I wanted us to talk about, that I'll give some context before I get into it, is the lunch that I have just had. I guess it's called lunch. It's like 6 p.m., so it should be tea, but I haven't.
Yeah, but you woke up. Sorry, it should be dinner, not tea, probably.
Oh, all right.
You woke up at like 2 or something.
No, I actually woke up at 11 a.m., so it wasn't even that bad. I just haven't eaten until now. I've been super busy doing things. I'm a busy boy.
You are a busy boy.
Mainly, I'm a busy boy.
And you know how I know you're a busy boy? Because people hit my DMs about these NCAA football VODs. Like,
they
when's the next one? I get so many Twitter
days without an episode, and they were like, holy shit, I'm dying.
People were losing their minds about it.
Yeah.
They go to my Twitch and they go, oh, you're a season and a half behind. I guess I can't watch.
Yeah, it is bad, and I do want to stay on top of it, but I've been moving house, I've been doing things.
It's fine.
I've also, I'm going away this weekend. So
I stag do?
No, I mean yes, essentially, but not for a wedding. Just the boys being boys in Amsterdam, having a great
stag
time.
goat, if you will.
Your home territory, Amsterdam.
I was gonna say Arizona.
That would be crazy.
You go to the Grand Canyon,
if I went to Arizona and didn't tell you.
That would be crazy.
I'd just go and see your parents or some shit. That'd be so sick. Hanging out with Kat and
like
BK.
slime.
Let's go.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Sorry, you're going to Amsterdam. That'll be fun.
It will be fun. I think the next episode of Binge and Cringe will also be a slop, which will be, I don't know, maybe upsetting for some people for the lack of us watching things, and the lack of Glee.
You won't even say her name.
No, well, we've not watched Glee for ages, but I mean like a Shrek or
like
a
movie
High
or
School
something.
Musical or whatever. But I thought we could do like a high episode where I take an edible like an hour or so before we start recording, and I record an episode in Amsterdam. Potentially. I haven't discussed this with Stans yet. And he would,
sorry, I'm right here.
He would need to be free. So I don't know if you're free this weekend for like an hour at any point.
Ooh.
Friday
So
to Monday.
Man, I would love to get high and watch a high movie. You know what I mean?
That would also be sick. I was just meaning,
Like, dude, where's
I
my
take an
car or
edible,
something?
you just do whatever the fuck, and we just do a normal episode.
I think this is just my personal opinion, and the listeners can tell me in the comments, Baba Booey. Being sober with a high person is infuriating. And
yes, but I thought we
being
could
high
maximize,
with a high person.
I thought we could
rules.
maximize on the annoyance for you, and you could just like pester
I
me.
don't want to maximize on
No, but you could be
annoying
annoying to me in like response.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hit because you'd be high, so you wouldn't be as annoyed. in the
Yeah, but
same
that's
way.
like typical thing. Like you could make me paranoid or like scare me into shit.
Take it back, rewind it. I
Okay.
have streamer games all weekend, so I probably.
Okay. Well, that's a no.
And I can't get high at streamer games, at least without them knowing.
When you say all weekend, is that when does actually streamer games? When does it start?
I think it's Saturday, Sunday. Am I crazy? I actually don't know.
Because if it's Saturday, we could do Friday evening or day for you.
Friday, a work day for me. You should want me to get
Well,
high
the end
and
of
go to
the
work
end
day?
of your work day, we could do something.
17th, 18th. Yeah, it is Saturday, Sunday. Think about Friday. I'm gonna call it 25% chance.
Yeah, I also have no idea how I'd get any of the things that I would need to record the episode to Amsterdam. So that's also.
Remember when I took my laptop
don't.
to record an episode somewhere, and it was an Apple laptop and only had USB-C, and I couldn't use any of my shit. I just had regular USB.
Yeah, it was great.
That was brutal.
There was a lot of rough recordings that ended up not happening. I think there was a lot of things that didn't happen.
What are you gonna do?
Anyway, I don't think maybe that's not going to happen, but it would be fun. I'm going to Amsterdam. It's basically so
I agree. I would do a high episode either way. It can be even return from Amsterdam.
Well, I can't legally, so that's the issue. Is I have to do it in Amsterdam. So it's so
wink.
I'm
it's
looking
not
at
a
you.
high
Wink,
episode,
wink.
it's a
I have to do it in
episode.
Amsterdam. But let's be real. I can't do it here in my white void because it's gonna be really fucking obvious when you see this like lack of switch on the wall next to me.
Sorry, do you think someone's gonna call the police on you?
Well, no, but it's just literal evidence of a crime. I would like to at least make it seem like I'm not committing a crime, even though there's evidence of it here.
Interesting. Is it perceived differently in the UK?
Yeah,
like in
100%.
the US, no one would be concerned about just like hitting a fat bong.
No, but you could cross state lines and it'd be legal. There is nowhere where it's legal here.
Right. It's just bad.
Yeah. It's like people look down upon people that
right. And you're in an office. You're with business people.
Oh, yeah, I could definitely. It would be crazy.
You should share your pot with Australians in the break room. And
the concept of an edible is like alien to most people in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, like because
it's so popular here.
It has to be kind of readily available for you to then make it into like other shit, right? Like it's only available in its purest form here, which is just the weed. So
sure.
Anyway, we actually started talking about this because I wanted to show you a picture of my lunch.
Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, show me a picture of your lunch. Unless it's shaped like a weed leaf, I feel like we've gone off target.
We have gone very off target. Because I ordered a burrito bowl for lunch. And I made the first mistake of going to Wetherspoons because it's a nice day out.
Wetherspoons is a bar. You call it Spoons.
Yes, Spoons. You know the culture. You know the vibes.
Yeah. In my mind, this is not going to mean anything to you, but this might mean something to the listeners. Wetherspoons is Applebee's. So it doesn't matter what they actually are.
I think I have been to an Applebee's. I think I've ordered from an Applebee's, but
it's terrible food. It's like the shittiest bar in the world, like chain.
I don't think it's similar because Wetherspoons is like insane levels of cheap. Didn't
you go to an Applebee's and have the Dollarita or something? Applebee's is cheap.
Is that where I had the Dollaritas from? Is that Applebee's? Okay.
Assuredly, yeah.
But what I'm saying is like it's different levels. It's like I don't think there is a comparison anywhere else because of how like cheap it is for everything across the board and because of how drinking is built into our culture. So
that makes sense.
Like every single meal that you can order has the price with a drink and then the price with an alcoholic drink. And it's like maybe £1 extra for an alcoholic drink, but it's like built into the price. Like
right, it's like they know people are coming to get the drink.
Yeah. And a lot of the time people would only order the food because it's cheap. But this particular Wetherspoons was on like a corner and it was sunny and it was nice, a nice day out. So I was like, I'll get a pint of cider and I don't know what I fancy, but they've got a lot of choices on their menu.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something.
And sometimes their like all day breakfast is really good, but it's very hit and miss.
Dude, all day breakfast at a bar with a cider is just like there's a lot of red flags. In what it's not even that it's British, it's just that I know it's going to be bad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. An all-day breakfast from Wetherspoons is like 50% of the time amazing, and the other 50% of the time like really bad. If I was like bringing you to the UK, I wouldn't want you to try an all-day breakfast from there because it would probably be
right because
really
there's
bad.
a chance they would fail.
Yeah,
but you would eat it yourself.
But as a seasoned veteran of the all-day breakfast, I can spoon it. You know, so. Myself and I went to the Spoons and I was looking at the menu and I just nothing was picking my fancy. And then I saw there was like a burrito bowl on there and I was like, this is the risk level has instantly gone up. This is crazy.
Right. Mexican food at the cheapest British bar.
We don't do Mexican food. There is like maybe 2 places in like within a 5 to 10 mile radius of wherever you are in the UK that does Mexican food. that isn't.
That's wild to me because it's so good. I know that I'm from like the Southwest.
No,
it
is so
Mexico,
good.
But,
and we're like, Europe in general is kind of on the Mexican wave. Like, I went to Norway, which in my mind is like the whitest motherfucking place in the world.
I'm with you.
And they have Taco Tuesday as like a whole entire section in a supermarket that didn't even sell like basic necessities. It was like they made a specific thing to be like, here's your Taco Tuesdays. So we have some, like, I'm going to see a lot of British people be like, well, actually, I have tacos all the time. They're like, Mexican food does exist, but like, it's not great. And there's the amount of it is like not to be compared to almost anywhere else in the world. We are slacking and it hurts because I love it so much. So when I saw Burrito Bowl, I was surprised, but then also was like, okay, this is a 90% chance of it just being awful, but
like inedible almost.
But I was looking at the list of like things that it includes, and it was like rice, like a spicy Mexican rice it was described as, which is a good sign. I got it with chicken. There's some lettuce there. There's some onions. There was this was the red flag. There was courgettes, which I was like, wouldn't...
The fuck is a courgette?
I was going to say, I think Americans call it something different. It's like a cucumber, but like a cooked one. But it looks similar, but it's not actually a cucumber. Do you call it an aubergine? Or is that the...
Oh, zucchini. We call it
zucchini. That's it, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? To be fair, zucchini in a lot of Mexican food. I'll give you that.
It didn't seem out of place, but I just had... It wasn't like a common occurrence. I wouldn't expect it on the list of like regular... ingredients for a burrito bowl, but there was peppers and cheese, and like there was all the relevant things seemed right, and I was like, how can you go wrong? Oh, and there was also tortilla chips, but I was
were there beans? I didn't hear beans, but
no beans, which is I do think is a crime.
It's fucked.
But the option of like toppings that were additional costs was either chicken or chili con carne, which I didn't fancy chili con carne, but I would have liked the bean part of it. So, but I didn't get that, so I just got the chicken, no beans, which is I do think is cringe.
Yeah, that's fine, but it wasn't your fault. You didn't tell no beans.
And then it came out, and then I started to pick around inside it, and then I was like, fuck, I should take a picture of this because of how fucking embarrassing this is. So I'm about to send Stans the picture on Discord, and you can see his live
reaction. This is
reaction.
British's finest. You are, and I'm not one who likes to stereotype, but you are walking into British people don't know how to cook. Bro, it's so much worse than I thought it would be.
Why do they add like romaine style fucking lettuce to this thing? It's crazy. The tortilla chips on top, not as like a side.
The chicken is so bland.
The chicken is the blandest. It's like roast chicken. They described it as char grilled chicken, but it's never seen a char in its life.
Yeah, there might be a little tickle on that bottom right one, but it's also so dry and stringy.
Buried underneath all of this is actually like an all right layer of cheese with rice, with courgettes, with peppers.
I can't see the courgette, to be honest.
Yeah, you can't see anything underneath the layer of the blandest tortilla chips and the weirdest choice of lettuce in the world. Yeah. I just hope that they like ran out of the right ingredients and they had to like substitute, and that's why it's like this, and it's not intended.
Actually perpetuating so many stereotypes.
Right, I completely agree. But also, this is like not this is because we don't do Mexican food. This is not like British food. I want to like set a precedent. You could probably equally order like a random cuisine in the US that would be done as badly as this is for Mexican food.
For sure.
So don't throw stones in glass houses. However, this is fucking awful.
Like here, I'm gonna send you this picture.
Sorry, you go.
Like this bite specifically looks good.
Right, and that was the kind of that was the layer underneath that you can't see. But bro, when he brought it out, the server looked embarrassed. I bet he looked at you and he was like, "I'm sorry." Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, no one's ever ordered this, bro. It did feel like that. I was the guinea pig. It was so that is currently, I left half of it, I'll be honest. And it was also warm. It wasn't hot. So I do think I've been given food poisoning, and that is what's currently sitting in my stomach. So
That is so funny.
Yeah, I think you mentioned shitting yourself or something, or you just had a shit. That was why we started talking about this, which is so funny.
You have coffee. Yeah. Man, the picture, you could not have had a better picture. This doesn't feel like something a restaurant should serve. Like, what is the plating? What do they think they're going for?
Well,
here?
so the plating, it looked awful. Let's be clear, I'm not defending it, but it looked nicer before I poked it. Yeah.
Sure.
So like the guacamole was on top, and the 3 chilies were like placed nicely, so it was like balancing on top. And the tortilla chips were covering all of the chicken. That's why I kind of like poked around, because I was like, is it just lettuce and chips? This is crazy.
Right.
But so yeah, abysmal, awful food. But if you do ever come to the US, Stans, you are definitely going to a Spoons. Whether we order food is questionable, but you will have a drink at least, because you have to experience.
You know how Ludwig does those? Like, I ordered everything from McDonald's. I want to order everything from JD Wetherspoons.
Holy shit!
JD Wetherspoons the hotel. Sorry.
No. You were right.
Oh, does that?
JD Wetherspoons is like the full title. Yeah.
Got it. I googled it and I was looking.
They also have hotels.
Yeah, one of everything from Spoons.
You, I think, are aware of this YouTube channel, TPD TV.
TPD.
I can't remember whether it was through you or not, but they did a thing where they went to every single KFC, but like the knockoffs. So we have like AFC, BFC, CFC. DFC.
Really? Just different fried chicken? Oh, I see it. AFC, BFC. It is literally CFC, DFC.
Yeah. So they did the whole entire alphabet, went across the whole entire country to every single variant of the KFC, and then rated them. It's a fucking amazing video. But they've done a bunch of similar things.
Yeah, you watched it on my channel because I can see the watch time. That's so funny.
That is very funny. And they've done the equivalent, but for Waterstones, I nearly said Wetherspoons, where they spent 24 hours in a Wetherspoons because they had a hotel like adjoined on to it. So most of their content is them just getting really, really drunk at like concerts and stuff. But they got especially drunk at this Wetherspoons and stayed there for 24 hours. It was very funny. So we could do something like that. I think that'll be fun. Because your concept of ordering everything from Wetherspoons, I think you're thinking food, which... Like, if you're doing that, we're getting wasted, bro. We're getting every single drink under the sun, and it's going to be
well, all the food comes with one drink, right? Isn't that kind of like the vibe?
Yeah, I guess so. So we could get
if there's 30 things, that's 30 drinks as well.
Yeah, but there is like, I would say maybe 80 drinks that we could probably get from Wetherspoons.
I can't drink 80 drinks.
You can't, but the team of British people we could assemble could. As a group.
A team of British people we could assemble could. I'll say the pictures of food on their website looks really good, and I just know it's not going to look like that.
Yeah, a lot of it is definitely, it doesn't look like that. A lot of it is, sometimes it's like, it can stand up to that level. It depends the Wetherspoons, it depends the time of day that you're going as well, because like quality and stuff. Right. I'm sure it's the same as most places that are kind of cheap and not very good. But it's definitely the go-to for drinks, because you get like a pint for like £3, and that is absurd anywhere else, like in the world. Okay, I have something that I want to show you, Stans. You can see the doc actually, so you kind of know what's going on. I should share my screen with you. So
I have not clicked this. I am not allowed to click links.
You don't click the links. You can just look at my screen as I click the links. How about that? So I got sent this. Glee is still in the zeitgeist. I'll have you know, Glee is thriving. But I was a little confused by this and maybe a little embarrassed. So I wanted to just share it with you. But you give your unadulterated... First, you can read it and then tell me what you think.
Sure. So the original tweet says, this behind-the-scenes picture of Lisa Frankenstein 2024 is so iconic. And it's 4 cheerleaders and then, a goth-looking girl with a hat on in the middle. And the quote tweet, which is the important part, says, this looks like if Chapel Roan was a guest star on Glee. And I just want to say so true, bestie. Like, exactly like that.
So I had to Google Lisa Frankenstein because I thought that was Chapel Roan.
Ooh.
And then I realized that Lisa Frankenstein, I don't know who that is still, because I Googled Lisa Frankenstein and I've seen a trailer for it. It's a girl falls in love with like a boy that's like a zombie or something, I think.
Sure.
And I've seen a trailer for it. It's Cody from Zack and Cody, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks kind of
Zach.
cool. Who is any of these people in that? I looked at the cast. None of them look like this. I think that's Shabble Rowan.
That is, you know what? To be honest, I have no idea. I'm trying to catch up on the Lisa Frankenstein aspect.
Is it meant to be the main girl? That's what I'm confused about. Because
I have to assume it's Catherine Newton here.
Yeah, but I've seen her in a bunch of stuff, and it looks nothing like her.
Well, I mean, the magic of Hollywood makeup.
She's got like a different face. Anyway, but this, boom, 3.7 million views. 189,000 likes. I think
Sometimes
Glee is
people
still
just
in the Zeitgeist stands.
Speak truth to the world, and this does look exactly like what it would look like if Chaperone was a guest star on Glee.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? She hit it. There's no caption that is going to be more apropos than that.
Especially, so you haven't, obviously we finished season 1 of Glee. You've seen I guess there's only really been one guest star, right?
We had the Australian woman. We had
Australian woman. You've had April Rhodes. That's like the big guest star.
Yeah, April Rhodes. We've had from fucking Wicked, Adele Delzy.
Yeah, Idina Menzel. I'm not sure because of how frequently she's in the show if she's a guest star.
Right.
But I guess
the woman from Greece.
I guess she is.
Newton.
Oh, Olivia Newton-John. Yes.
Olivia Newton-John.
That's a guest star, technically. So
that's a guest star.
I'm comparing it to what I know of future guest stars that are like.
Right.
The April Rhodes is like the perfect example of a guest star in Glee. And I don't think there is an
Neil
equal.
Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, that is it. Yeah, that is an equal example. So, but the some of the guest stars that we're gonna get, it is very much like they come in full, like they look like their personality, like to a T.
Right.
So it's even more iconic for words that you like, for in ways that you don't know yet about Glee.
Right.
And also, whenever Glee's in the Zeitgeist, we've got to talk about it. There's a ton of times people keep on sending me stuff on Twitter and on the Discord of Glee being in the Zeitgeist. This is just from this week, but there has been months and months of tweets and funny things that have been happening where Glee is in the Zeitgeist. I think there was actually one about something that I wanted to talk about today, which is the fucking crazy Olympic breakdance girl.
Raygun.
Yes, Raygun. I forgot her code name.
Rachel Gunn. B-girl Raygun.
I think there was a tweet that was about that. That was like, this is a scene from Glee or something. Obviously, it was funnier than that. But the Glee was in the Zeitgeist. But, dude, breakdance girl, she's insane. How much do you know about her? Because I've only seen things like through the grapevine.
Okay, I think I know kind of quite a bit about her.
Ooh.
So she has a PhD, maybe not a PhD, but she has some kind of advanced degree in dance culture. And she has been breakdancing for the last 8 years or so. And she is...
Sorry, is dance culture... Does that mean she just is like... Is that the equivalent of history? Or...
Yes, I assume it would be like history of dance.
So she just knows what dances existed rather than necessarily how to do
where
them.
they came from and what groups. Exactly. I presume it's more of an academic pursuit.
So funny.
But she has married her academic pursuits with her physical pursuits and hobbies and passions.
Sick.
And started breakdancing under the alias B-girl Raygun. And
It's so sick. I love it so much.
Win the qualifiers in Australia to make it to the Olympics. But then when she showed up, obviously we all saw her kind of do this weird thing on the ground.
The favorite bit was her on her side where she like put her arms together and her legs together and then like folded. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that's
so you
the best
see it, but
move
I
in the world. Oh, is that what you were doing? Okay, good. When you were describing what you were doing, I was like, I don't know how we can showcase this on camera, so I was trying to audio describe.
Perfect, yeah.
But yeah, that move in particular, so sick, and that took the internet by storm. There are some things that I've heard that I have no I don't know where they've come from. I just heard them from one podcast that I was listening to as I was falling asleep. So I was barely paying attention, and I don't know if these people knew what the fuck they were talking about. I heard that the girl that was doing it, Raygun, apparently And this goes to the level of the podcast I was listening to. Apparently, she's a feminist. In inverted commas.
What are you listening to?
Yeah, I know. It's cringe, but I'm the substance of what we were talking about.
Just say
was
you were
a bit
listening
better.
to Joe Rogan, man. Just
I
say
actually
it
wasn't.
and we can move on.
I'll tell you what I was listening to. I was listening to The Fellas, which is Cal Freezy's podcast.
Got it. Okay.
And I'll say it, sometimes he's a little cringe. And this, the way he was talking about this, I was like, this seems cringe. So, and I don't know the like level of what the fuck he's on about.
Right.
He was saying that she is like one of the courses that she's doing. She's going to use this as a study to see how people online and the internet like attack women.
I mean, hey, she might do that now because I do think there is something to be said about it, right? Like, hey, would this be different? My understanding is not that she went into
it. She went into it with that because how would the Australian Olympics people be like, yeah, we give you the thumbs up to ruin our chances?
I mean, theoretically, she could have done good in the qualifiers and then just bad in the.
I also saw another tweet of like the person that she was going up against doing like for the qualification of like representing Australia. The person that was going up against her was like actually doing good dance moves, it seemed, but I'm very uneducated and I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw it for like 5 seconds. But the vibes that I got from that was like, there's a conspiracy and she was robbed and Raygun shouldn't have been representing anyone.
I see. Yeah, I'm watching that on Sky News Australia right now. Molly Chapman should have been the one that.
Oh, really? Is that a thing? I thought it was just.
I don't know.
Tweet.
I just googled what you said. Yeah. And it's
so again, this is same as last episode. I think you said INAG, which is I'm not a genius.
I am not a genius. Yeah.
We don't know anything apart from the little bits that we've seen on Twitter. This is none of what we're saying is gospel. We're just saying things that we have seen, and isn't that interesting? And hey, this is a great place. If you think you know more, if you've seen other things, then let us know in the comments.
I will add that the one sad thing is that breaking will almost assuredly not be at the 2028 Olympics. Like this.
I thought that was confirmed, right? Didn't this kill it completely?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like that sucks. And from the other part of it is like a lot of breakdancers, a lot of B-boys and B-girls were like, hey, we kind of don't want to be at the Olympics. Like, this is kind of weird. Like, people are going to like look at us funny. And like, I'm not sure if this is actually like, this is not where we want to be. You're adding us and we necessarily didn't ask for this. And so now that like this is the last thing people are going to see from breaking on the Olympics.
Oh, that sucks really for breakdancing for sure.
Yeah, and for people who take it very seriously.
Fuck, is it funny though?
Yeah, I mean the kangaroo is really crazy.
The only time they add it, this Raygun goes fucking crazy, and the internet loves her, but then it ruins the sport for everyone. I think that's funny as hell. It is really sad, but there's at some points you gotta laugh because it is absolutely insane. I also, Court, I don't think she did a bad job. Like some of the dances she was doing, I was like, I could probably do that. But in terms of like, she learned the whole thing. She like put it all together. She got up on that stage. She did it with fucking cojones, you know?
Bro, this is the Olympics. This is not about that.
No, but she did it with stank. And so you've got to respect it to a certain level, especially if you've got there to the Olympics and what you said, which is she's like researched the history of like dance culture, and that's like her. You say PhD? Her university thing.
I'm looking right now.
She's got education in that, regardless. If she's like fucking researched all of this shit and she knows what good dancing looks like, and then she looks at all these other contenders that are doing really good dance, and then she has to go up next to them and be like, yeah, I'm also gonna do this dance, but mine's gonna be folding like a table on the side of my body.
Okay, so here's
That's
the thing.
sick.
She not only has a PhD, a doctorate in media, music, communications, and cultural studies. The focus of her research in the PhD was the cultural politics of breaking. So she is literally a doctor.
That's what I'm saying. So even she's a doctor of breakdance, but like in the culture. So she would know better than anyone else really watching what the dance moves that everyone's doing and how much better they are than the one that she's about to do. Surely, right?
Right.
if she's like educated enough to be able to have a doctorate in breakdancing, she would look at them and go, damn, they're doing a great job. I'm about to go up there and fold like a table. And she still did it like she fucking slayed it. I don't know. I think regardless of how bad it was, I think it's so sick that she did it as well as she did. I'm Team Raygun, dude. She fucking killed it.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about her to be on either side. I'm going to hold out judgment.
There's the extra info that I gave you, like, oh shit, maybe she's cringe. Hey, we don't know. We know nothing. ANAG. What was I? INAG? Something like that.
Yeah, ANAG. INAG.
ANAG. We all nag for Raygun.
We all nag for everything.
Okay. Do you want to? I can tell that you're researching like crazy.
Sorry, I was just reading about Raygun. Yeah. No,
I know. It's fine. I have no news. Do you want to move on, or do you want to?
I got no more Raygun news.
No more Raygun news. We're all out.
She said that, like, hey, I'm not actually very good at power moves, so I tried to be creative, and it didn't work.
I love that, dude. The more I hear about it, I love it. I think it's sick.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was a comment on the last episode, which I actually hated this, but I figure it's fair to bring it up to you.
Okay.
The last bit of the last podcast was you searching stands on fucking LinkedIn to try and find other stanzas and just saying their names and their occupations. With like maybe 10-second gaps of silence whilst I'm having my head in my hands. And someone left a comment saying, I actually really liked that content. So apparently...
that was fun.
Apparently, some people like your research, which is just being silent whilst you read your screen.
Because the thing is, it's all about anticipation. It's edging, right? They know that something's going to come. People can feel whimsy. They can understand when something is like off the beaten path, but maybe there's treasure here. And
but I don't think there's treasure. That's the thing. I think we're holding out for no hero for most of it.
If we found out that there was a guy named Nathan Stans, no relation, that was a serial killer in like Western Virginia, you'd be like, holy shit, dude, we've actually stumbled upon the scoop of a century.
Yeah, you're right.
But we didn't. So sometimes there's no treasure.
But we didn't, but they still liked it. So,
but they could have. In the silence, that's what their brain is doing.
Well, there was something else that happened last episode that we have an update to, Stans. Your two best friends, Hawk Tuah and Connor, are back at it again on the timeline on Twitter.
Oh, wow. What are they up to? Let's see it.
So, do you remember where we last left it? What's the
Connor was
TLDR?
trying to get her to play in Fortnite Friday because she wouldn't reply to his memes that were calling her the Antichrist.
Yes, but I don't think she had actually... Maybe he had mentioned Fortnite Friday at this point. I can't remember. But he has since, and that's because there's crazy updates that I think I sent you. I don't know if you've seen, but either way... we can
I believe,
take a look at
I mean, hey, I can say that I didn't because it's better content, but I think she just said followed.
Yes, okay. Yeah, well, we'll get there for the better content. So
no, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen anything. She put out a tweet saying vlog life, and then just did like a 1 minute 30 vlog. Which we don't need to watch because...
Chelsea's bitch, bro. She got those shorts. Is that PewDiePie in the background? Bro, I'm a professional reactor here, and you're trying to rush.
Yeah, I'm just...
Right there. You see him?
See him? Go back. Yeah, I see a guy that's a brunette, first of all. It's not PewDiePie, bro. It looks like
it's a little blurry. It's a little blurry on my side because of Discord. This is Pewds.
It looks more like the guy from One Direction than it does PewDiePie. You don't need to send a screenshot to me. It's on my screen.
bro fist. No, because it's blurrier on mine because the compression.
It looks just the same. So she's just going around buying shit in LA, exploring LA, going on a walk and stuff. There's nothing like like she's just doing a vlog, as it says. She's not like trying to make it seem anything else. But at this point, Connor has gone days without a meme of the day, and he's a little bit pissed. Well, okay, Connor, it's hard to get Connor to be pissed, so let's not go that far. He's like, would love an update on this meme thing, you know?
Yeah. Welcome to LA, Haley Sweating. Any chance you featuring a meme of the day today? Been working on a couple.
So when I also saw this, I was like, holy shit, been working on a couple? Dude, I can't wait to see the memes that Connor's got. I will say that I think he didn't make them, which makes it a little bit sadder to me.
Oh, bummer.
Apparently, someone was tweeting these at Haley before Connor then tweeted them for the meme of the day thing.
Sure.
So he'd found them from another tweet source, which I was like 90% sure originally going into this.
Yeah, it would be crazy, but you kind of hope.
But the fact that there was two, I was like, okay, shit's changing now. And then the level or the lack of level of like intellect from them, I was like, these can't have been made by a real person. These have to be made as a meme. So therefore, I was like, Connor made them, but maybe someone else made them as a meme. Anyway, no response to this, Stans.
No.
Days go by again, and Haley is ignoring Connor. And
Haley, please.
Our poor supple Connor is left in the dirt until she mentions meme of the day again, Stans.
Good morning, and don't forget to send memes. And then a picture of her on a boat.
Yeah, it's just a picture of her on a boat, which again makes me think. I'm now 100% sure she's not running this account at all. This is just a picture that one of her friends took of her and has nothing to do with the memes, but the guy who's being paid a lot to run this account is like, fuck, I gotta post something.
Hopefully a lot, right? He's getting engagement.
Hey, yeah, 10k likes, 1 million views on this.
1 million views is great. I would love 1 million views. I have to do call a girl to get that kind of shit.
So true. And then this is a really impactful, important message, Stans. So go ahead and read it, and we'll talk about why it's so important.
Haley, it's hard to feel motivated to share memes with you when they continue to fall on deaf ears. Love your work, but until you start to show care for mine, I'm going to have to bow out of this meme of the day competition. Broken heart emoji.
Holy shit. This sadness, there's no other words to describe, dude. The fact
it is extremely sad
that he's gone through so much effort. Connor is creating the best memes possible, and then she just posts this AI cringe. Dude, when is she gonna learn? Turns out today is the day she learns, Stans.
Followed. Wait, she replied to that with followed?
Yeah, that was the thing that got her to follow.
Oh my god. I assumed he was like, want to be in Fortnite Friday, and she followed. And I was like, damn, that's cool. She's
no,
in Fortnite Friday.
He was like, I'm going to bow out. There's no way you're ignoring me this whole time. And then she replies saying followed. And he's like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah. So
I'm fucked. What do I do now?
The dog caught the car. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So then he actually tweets out, Fortnite Friday soon.
That's why I thought I must have seen that.
Yes, which is very sick, but this is also 100% a meme, right? There's no reason.
Yeah.
This is not going to happen. But if it happens, there's maybe like a 5% chance in my head right now that this could happen.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I would. Hey, you know what? I'd watch it.
I think a lot of people will watch it. And Hawk Tuah on Fortnite for the first time with Connor. That is a collab of the century.
You know what I'm saying? Hawk Tuah.
Hey, you're spitting literally.
Thank you.
This also, Rastad said this is my Avengers Endgame. It just made me think of this, but being the Courage JD tweet, which is like there's so many levels. It's so funny. But that is the current end, at least, to the Hawk Tuah saga.
I mean, until they play Fortnite, at least.
Until they play Fortnite, which I'm gonna call it. I think this is actually the end. I don't think Haley's gonna be posting anymore. Like, oh, here's a meme thing. And I don't think Connor's going to be playing Fortnite with her anytime soon. I think both. I think
she'll probably still post meme things, but I think that it's over.
If she keeps posting meme things, I'm pretty sure she will get responses from Connor still. So maybe it will keep happening.
Is she doing mixed martial arts now?
She's doing another vlog with fucking, she says, sign me up, Dana White. Dude, she's crazy. Grok 2 has memes. Comment yours, Grok 2. No,
I told you she's not done with the meme
thing.
Not done. I told you she's never going to be done. She's being paid by X to do these. Yeah. Oh, White Girl Summer, bro. The dogs are out.
God bless America, and it's the Mark Zuckerberg thing, but her face, fucking Photoshop, the same like 3 faces that they keep on using to Photoshop shit. Oh my god. Wait, this is replying to fucking Elon Musk?
Oh, you blocked him. Oh, it's Donald Trump is back on X. Ugh. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is the worst. The worst end we could have done for this, because I was kind of happy and I was starting to like.
I mean, there's one good thing about it, and that is that it's over.
Yeah, hey, we won't talk about it anymore unless they play Fortnite together, and even then, maybe it might not be worth talking about because it won't be memes. So that's it. That's the Hawk Tuah memes. Hope you liked them. Did you like them, Stans?
Loved them. Looks like this little game here. I see.
Yes. So, Stans, we've played a game like this before, right, which is British phrases, whether
and
they're
you've realized
real
that I
or
was
fake.
cultured, and you cannot stump me.
A lot of them you knew, but also you were playing with Rochelle, and like as a team, like if one of you got it wrong, the other one kind of knew, and I think a lot of them were maybe a bit obvious because I didn't know how much that you would have already known, so I threw some easy ones in there.
I see.
And I also don't think you remember anything of anything ever. So
okay, I see. I can see a few of these that are real. I'll tell you. I'm not jumping ahead, but it's like I look at this list and I go, oof.
Okay, so I am interested to see what you think of each one of these. We've got a list here, and obviously I've just written the words or the phrase. So Stans can see all of them, but I will not say, there's no like extra bit that says what they are or whether they're real or not. So Stans can't get any hints from the way I talk about them. Like if I'm struggling to remember what it is, it's probably because it's real and I'm struggling to remember what it is, rather than it being fake. Like it works both ways.
For this to work.
No, I know what both of them are, but it's like, how do I describe some of them? You know, I've not I've not written down a succinct. I don't have like a cheat sheet available. Like, this is all just off the top of my head. So, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 words or phrases that are English, British, real or fake things. Because I think it's easy.
And I'll tell you, 5.5 of them are real.
5.5 of them is crazy, which makes me think you've at least got one wrong, which is good. I will start off. Well, we'll just go in order. How about that? I'll start off with chin wag.
Real.
You think it's real? What do you think it means?
No, it's real. You're talking. Your chin's wagging. You're talking a lot.
Your chin's wagging. You're talking. It is real, 100%. You've heard that shit on Taskmaster or something. Then fuck.
Maybe, I don't know. It's just in my head. I'm sure I heard it somewhere, but I don't know where.
Yeah, a lot of these are like you'll have heard. You've got via osmosis through the amount of British stuff that you've consumed. So, chin wag is kind of like you'd go for a chin wag. So if I was wanting to have a conversation with you, I'd be like, oh, can we go for a chin wag? But I would never say that. A lot of these I've never said for in boomers. Like myself, but like this is, I've heard people say these in these ways.
Right, they're real. They are not, you did not make them up for this game.
Yes.
Fair.
Okay, next one, Stans. You give it a read, and what do you think it could mean?
Toodle pip. And it means I'm out of here quickly.
Out of here quickly is interesting. Yeah. Why the quickly part? Is that the pip? Okay.
Because Toodles, you're out of here.
Yeah. You know? Is this one that you think you like or is this a guess?
No, this is I feel good about this.
All right, yeah, you got this one. If it was a guess, I would have been like, that's crazy. So
no.
You've got to let us know if you know, you know. So yeah, Toodle pip is. It doesn't mean like I'm going quickly. It's just goodbye. Sure. It's just like another see you later.
Right. But etymologically, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, it means goodbye now.
But no, this is how people use it. No one's. It's not like someone says
sorry
bye,
that I'm just so
and the other person goes toodle pip, and that means they're going, but really quickly. It's just another way. It's like a posh way of saying it. I guess that's an interesting thing with some of these, because chin wag is definitely not posh.
But, no, you couldn't catch my Oma dead saying chinwag.
But Toodle Pip is
she would
like
say Toodle Pip for sure.
Mary Poppins level of posh, right? So, okay, what about Gumbly?
This fake.
Okay, but what? Okay, so you don't think it's real, but if it was real, what do you think it would mean?
It's a Gumbly?
Yeah.
Gumbly? Falling apart. A house could be Gumbly.
Yes, that's it. Well, I wouldn't describe a house necessarily. It's more like food and things. But gumbly is like,
so it means crumbly, but with a G.
yeah, but it's like it's specific. I guess gums is like related to it. But it's like when you bite into like a shortbread can be gumbly,
Yeah.
where it's like
is that not just crumbly?
no, because it's like kind of soft the way that it falls apart. Like shortbread is crumbly, but it's also like it can't be crumbly and gumbly. It's like either crumbly.
A sandcastle could not be gumbly.
Yes, no, a sandcastle is gumbly because it kind of crumble. It falls apart, but it's not hard. Like the crumble is the hard bit, the gumble is the soft.
I see.
So like
okay,
a cracker.
So this is a real word. Sorry, you're trying to tell me this is a real word.
Yeah, this is a real word. A cracker is like can crumble, but it could never gumble unless it was like wet, and then maybe it would be like gumbly.
The bad part is I totally get it.
Right, it makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
You agree with my fake word. Get fucked.
Yeah,
I know you got it right,
yeah.
but I made it up. But
No, I thought it was fake. When I looked at this,
you got it right, but I convinced you.
Well, now I'm worried they're all real. Because if this was one I was so confident in.
No, sorry, you're not listening to me. I made it up. You got it right.
You made it up. Why were you trying to explain what it is this whole time?
Because I was trying to convince you that you got it wrong, and then I told you that you got it right, and then you were like, yeah, I got it wrong. I was like, no.
I thought you meant I got it right by just saying it was like a thing that's crumbling. Yeah, okay, it is fake. All right, I'm back on. I'm literally 3 for 3. That's crazy that you spent 3 minutes describing a fake word without saying
but it makes sense. You were shitting on my fake word, and I was like, no, but it makes sense. This is the fake word explanation. There's no word for that. There should be a word for gumbly, dude. When things are like soft but crumbly, because you wouldn't describe a wet sandcastle that's falling apart as crumbly, because it's not like a hard crumble. It's a soft crumble. It's a gumbly. Okay. I can't believe we spent so long on it when you got it right, but I love that. Okay, next phrase. Bob's your uncle.
That's real because I've heard it. I've heard it.
That's real because you've heard it.
Pop culture,
what does it mean then? Because you might not know in context what it means. Because this one is crazy, I will say. I don't think it has any relation to what it actually means.
I've always heard it to mean like Bob's your uncle. It's almost like a yada yada, but it's like moving on. Bob's your uncle, Sally's your aunt. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that is the way of things. Is the way I feel like I've heard it used, but I am not sure.
Okay, it's not that, but that makes maybe more sense with the Sally's your aunt, like additional thing. That makes more sense of how it could be used. It means like, ta-da, it's done. Like, and Bob's your uncle. Here we finished the project.
I'm seeing it. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. In
Fanny's your aunt. Well, whatever you do to your aunt, I don't know. I don't live in Scunthorpe, so I don't do anything to my aunt like that. You know.
Wow, it was during World War II. It was a call and response. Someone would say Bob's your uncle, and then people familiar would say Fanny's your aunt.
I've never heard it used as like a Marco Polo kind of thing. It was
World War II, man.
Yeah, but how is it changed to like ta-da? Right? That feels like that's a crazy. Yeah. Like you would say
voila or easy as pie or pizza.
Yeah, voila. Yeah, like if I've made a cake for someone and it was like under a schloff
in Dutch, they kind of say like hoopsake. You ever heard that?
No, I don't think so. Hoopsake. You've made up a word. This is you getting your own map for Gumble.
I swear, I'm not getting you back for Gumble. I wish I was.
Imagine me stands on my own podcast. How dare you?
How do you spell hoopsake?
I don't know because you made it up. It's not a word. You gumble.
I didn't.
You gumbled.
I swear. Oh my god, I'm fucking losing my mind.
Do you want me to try and find it as well? We'll both
try and find
Google.
it. Try and find it.
And people love this. No, this is not. Wait, hold on. So you said it's Dutch. Dutch.
Yeah, it's Dutch.
Hoopsie K.
Dutch phrase for ta-da. Dude, I'm losing my mind.
I think you've made it up, bro.
What is the? I've not made it up. Please,
you've gumbled yourself.
I have not gumbled myself. Please. Hoopsie.
This is you gumbling yourself.
Hoopsie.
Okay, send it.
I found it. I was just spelling it wrong. Wait. Interjection. Presto.
Oh, okay. There we go. So you were correct in the usage. Can you send me a screenshot so I can see how it's spelled and stuff?
Here's Wiktionary. Yeah. I can give you this.
That's I would never have guessed how to spell it.
It's
like
crazy how
Hupsake.
hard that was to find compared to how often my Dutch grandfather said it.
Wait, this is how it's said.
Hupsake.
Hupsake. That's why, because you and your grandparents were saying it wrong.
This, I feel like it's more like hupsake. It's just like fast. Like it's always just like moving on.
I'm just taking Wiktionary at its value. Anyway,
yeah, you could take that at its finest. But sorry, that is another word that means the same thing. Bob's your uncle. It's the Dutch version of Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. That makes sense. All right. What about a flobble job?
A flobble job. This is fake.
Okay, but if it was real, what would it mean?
I'm not going to spend 5 minutes on if it was real. Tell me if it was fake.
Well, I can tell you if it's fake or real, but you have to tell me what you think it means first.
A flobble job is when you've done a bad job fixing something.
That's better than what I had. It's fake. You're right, but
yeah, I know it's fake, dude. I'm good at words. It's the one thing I'm good at.
That what you said should be real. A flobble job should be good.
I know. It's because I can use etymology, dude.
I was gonna do a Hawk Tuah joke because of the flobble.
Because of the previous content.
Yeah.
We have 1 minute. We have to speed run.
Okay. The next phrase: arse over tit.
It's real.
If it was real, what does it mean?
It is real.
Well, yeah, but what does it mean then?
It's to fuck something up, to like something going wrong. It went arse over tit.
I'll give you it. It's I think its origin of like people use it as that now for sure, but like
sure, that's how I've heard it. Yeah,
it literally means arse over tit, as in like you fall over,
falling. Yeah,
so like things can go wrong in the same way that you can fall over like that, but like it's used. It is used like that now, so I'll let you off.
It's funny. Yeah, it's used both literally and figuratively.
Exactly.
Like if you fall, it could be true, but also if you like something bad happens or someone does something wrong, it could be that.
You make a better door than a window.
I mean, I don't know about the UK. In the US, this is real. This is.
Oh, is this just not a UK phrase? This is not a phrase in general.
Thing, yeah.
That's so funny.
And I know this one specifically because Rochelle does this thing where she'll stand up and then stand in front of the TV. And I'm like, what are you doing here?
I mean, I've just heard it as an insult in the UK, but there's a ton of like old mother kind of things that people would say that I didn't know if people would say in the US.
This just means someone's standing in the way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's very obvious to figure out what this one means. And the last one, clobber. So
for everyone's clear, because we're going to have to go soon, I have all of them right, and I said 5.5. This is a half.
Why is this a half?
Because clobber is a real word, but I don't know what it is for UK, and so you could go either direction here.
Okay, well, it is. It's a real thing that I think is only. Yes, I thought you were going to say that. It is not that in this definition.
I'm taking my half, and I'm saying that I'm the goat.
You can't take your half. You have to say if you think it's a real UK word that isn't that or not.
That isn't to like beat up?
Yes.
No, I think it's only that.
You think it's only to beat up?
Yeah, because I can't think of what clobber could be.
We fucking got him, boys. Clobber is like a bunch of stuff. Like, I'll get your clobber.
Oh,
like a pile of things. I guess so. It could be spelt differently, maybe, but I'm pretty sure clobber, UK pile of stuff.
Interesting. Yeah. Wait.
Like kitten clobber. I'm not getting a definition because here we go. Clobber, noun, good quality of conspicuous clothes, like clobbered. Oh, it used to be old age mending things. You'd clobber clothes.
Oh, very interesting. A cobbler could clobber a shoe.
Yeah.
I have to jump.
You have to jump? We got to the bottom of all of the British phrases, though. You have to go and get...
We did it.
That's what you wrote on your note. We didn't include that in the podcast. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry. My note was clobber is fake.
Yeah. You reveal it. The magician's trick at the end. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And maybe I'm high in the next episode. Who the fuck knows? Bye. Probably not.
Baby. Goodbye. 23 flavors. Ingredients or something. Dr. Pepper. Goodbye.
Is that your phrase?
Yeah, I stopped recording. Okay, I gotta jump.
Have a good meeting. Bye.